Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome. Welcome to Coffee Break with Tarot by Laura González. My name is Laura González, obviously. And I'd like to welcome you to the Coffee Break. Hi, Lollies. Lollies Designs is promptly checking in into the Instagrams. And I'm waiting for some people to connect. I'm waiting for people to log in on the Facebook, the Book of Faces, as they call it. And today is Wednesday. This is Halloween. This is Halloween. 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 You know this is my favorite time of the year, and I have oracles for you today. We got all the scary oracles. We have all the scary oracles. We have the Shadows and Light Oracle. Hi, Yvonne. My goodness, it's been a forever and a half. So good to see you, my darling. It says 3 people are viewing until you comment. I don't know who you are. So anyway, the Oracle of Shadows and Light with the creepy looking girls with the buggy eyes. We have another creepy looking girls, 11 fires. And we have, of course, the Halloween Oracle, because it couldn't be Halloween without the Halloween Oracle. So, you know what happened when you're getting old? Hi, Museika! The braided Janes are in the house! If you don't know who the braided Janes are, you're missing out. You have to look them up. And my dear Museika is here on the live. Oh my god, I'm honored. All right, so on Wednesday we do oracles, and we're gonna start with the 11 vampires. Ooh. And see what this creepy looking little girls have as a message for us on this pre Halloween reading of the oracles. And let's see which creepy girl comes up. The supernatural, inexplicable miracles, and otherworldly. I love you too, my love. Okay, the supernatural is 39. I think is the last one. Supernatural. So, the oracle says, hi, La Dancy Nancy, and Braylup. It's not loop, it's luck. Okay, so blessing on the card of supernatural. There are aspects of you that are divine and utterly connected to all the cycles and aspects of nature. You now feel secure and safe in developing and expressing your intuitive gifts more than ever before. I have to say, Museika, for whatever reason, I think this is a direct message to you. Because you're here, obviously. And it's a direct message to all of us, but it's like I'm hearing that this is for you. So the supernatural, there are aspects to you that are divine and utterly connected to all cycles and aspects of nature. You now feel secure and safe in developing and expressing your intuitive gifts more than ever before. La Dancy Nancy. La Dancy Nancy. She was my student back in the day. And then she became my friend. And now we're just chilling here on the Instagrams. Okay, let's see what the Oracle of Shadow and Light has for us. Ooh, okay. The 3 fates. My goodness, are these guys Aren't they like so creepy? I just, I don't find anything more creepy than these girls with big eyes because they look like bugs. And I am so afraid of bugs. That's why. Anyway, 26, 26, 26, 29, 27, 26. The three fates. The three fates. Okay, this is a long message, so bear with me for I'll be reading for the next 5 minutes. It says, you might have been enjoying your own life's reruns lately, wallowing through the memories and feeling sad. This is so calling me out. And feeling sad, bittersweet, and nostalgic about the good old days. Whenever they were. Exactly. You know what? It's fine to muse on the past. Your memories are precious and do need to be tended. But it's another thing altogether to be filled with regret, wishing you've done things differently. Life is a constant do over. You get a fresh chance every second you are alive. So stop beating yourself up, Laura. Stop beating yourself up. You have an opportunity to heal, to clear, to no longer feel sad about the same thing anymore. You can do things differently. You are not a prisoner of how they have always been done. What you have done, even if you judge it to be a mistake, can be reworked and learned from. That is wisdom. You are so not alone. We all have karmic lessons, themes, stories that seem to repeat. Learn from these, be aware of what is taking place as a fateful encounter and to master life. If you take this approach, you'll be all richer for learning, wise, free, and able to help others. Damn. Joy Gray, my dear granddaughter, Crow, granddaughter Crow. If you want to read a good book, find Granddaughter Crow's books. Buzz Status and Fiostin are on the Instagrams. And I want to remind you very quickly on the 22nd, we're going to have an event called Mictlan Xochitl. And there's going to be a parade, and people are going to be dressed as sugar skulls. This is not Mexican Halloween. This is Day of the Dead. If you ever wanted to dress as a sugar skull, this is the time and place. This is the time and place to come to the 22nd to Mictlan Xochitl, to dress yourself as a sugar skull, be part of the parade, and then be part of the event altogether. It's not Mexican Halloween, and I know you know this, but I can't believe we had to remind this. Dressing as a culture for Halloween is a no-no. Dressing as an indigenous person or a sugar skull or a serial killer for Halloween is a no-no. Uh, but Mictlan Xochitl is happening on the 22nd by Mexicans for Mexicans, Mexican and Mexican American people organized, and small businesses. And we're going to have a parade, and everybody's going to be dressed as a sugar skull. So if this is the thing you've been wanting to do, this is the time, not on Halloween. Anyway, I'm going to be there, obviously, on Saturday the 22nd, and on the 23rd, Spooktober, on Evergreen Park, and on the 28th, I will be at the Winer's Beer Halloweener party. Anyway, let me read this one again because this one was a really long one. Oh, both status. I wish you were in Illinois as well. All right, we're going to read again. This is a very, very good message. So let's hear it one more time. You may have been enjoying your own life's reruns lately, wallowing through the memories of feeling sad, bittersweet, and nostalgic about the good old days, whenever they were exactly. You know what? It is fine to muse on the past. Your memories are precious and do need to be tended. But it's another thing altogether to be filled with regret, wishing you've done things differently. Life is a constant do-over. You get a fresh chance every second you are alive. So stop beating yourself up. You have an opportunity to heal, to clear, to no longer feel sad about the same thing anymore. You can do things differently. You are not a prisoner of how they have always been done. What you have done, even if you judge it to be a mistake, can be reworked and learned from. That is wisdom. You are so not alone. We all have karmic lessons, themes, stories that seem to repeat. Learn from this, be aware of what is taking place as a fateful encounter to master life. If you take this approach, you'll be all the richer for learning, wise, free, and able to help others too. Granddaughter Crow loves you. I love you back, my love. My sister, my kindred, my darling, who knew? I wonder if Llewellyn ever knew what they were doing when they put us together. Oh my goodness. I love it, love it, love it. If you're wondering what we're talking about, I have a podcast called Lunatic Mondays. And on my so-called Lunatic Mondays podcast, I'd interview Granddaughter Crow for her book, Belief and Beyond. I'm missing one. Being Belief and Beyond. Something like that. I'm sorry, my darling, that I'm blanking on the name. Please put it on the comments. Please, please, please. And while we were doing the interview, we were both like, like what? Like we are so in sync. Who knew? And it's obviously because we're both indigenous women practicing witchcraft and beyond. And we were talking about that. Listen to the podcast. It was very interesting. All right, let's see what the Halloween Oracle has for us. And yes, I know I've gone over the 10 minutes, but ooh, we have the apple. Risk and reward with the apple. Risk and reward. Okay. So the oracle reads, should you receive this apple in your reading, it's time to look at how risk plays out in your life. Are you hedging your bets and not trying anything new? I can't read now. Should you receive this apple in your reading, it's time to look at how risk plays out in your life. Are you edging your bets and not trying anything new? Do you want change but are not willing to change anything? Are you willing to risk to get a greater reward? Or alternative, are you risking too much too often? I will butcher this again by reading it again. Thank you. Should you receive this apple in your reading, it's time to look at how risk plays out in your life. Are you hedging your bets and not trying anything new? Do you want change but are not willing to change anything? Are you willing to risk to get a greater reward? Or alternatively, are you risking too much too often? So somehow, and I am not surprised in the least, because Samhain time, Halloween time, harvest time, Galangaf time, Day of the Dead time are times to nature does a cleansing, right? We learn from the trees let go of their old leaves. And I'm not surprised that all three oracle cards that we have today are asking us to transform, to let go, to start anew, to be in sync with nature, and to renew. And is the reassurance that we do have the ability to start anew with every breath that we take. What a wonderful reading, if I can say so myself. And they were all the cheeky Halloween oracles, but the messages are there because the divine is everywhere. Blessings to all y'all. Until next time, you are loved. Bye bye.